sunshine, and welcome to Pearl of the Stars through Asaman Philosophy Libra season, where the topic we're going to speak about today is on relationships and partnerships. And one of the greatest obstacles we meet in relationships is our own unmet needs. And those needs can vary. It can be anything from emotional needs, cerebral needs, sexual needs, whatever needs you have, which we can uncover and look at from your natal birth chart. Because those needs, they live in our subconscious mind, and we ourselves many times are not even aware of what they are, let alone be able to verbalize them. So we meet people and we enter relationships with the inability to communicate them. And if we cannot name them and verbalize them, we consciously create this expectation that the other person is going to be able to guess them and attend to them. But this approach can lead to a hit or miss situation. When it's a hit, it feels great, but when it's a miss, it doesn't feel so great. And when we're not aware of them, the tendency is to enter relationships with people that very closely resemble the relationships we have with our parents. It's like we're almost going on autopilot until we have that awareness, which allows us to make different choices and especially allow us to be more aware and observe our patterns. And if we want to have different experience in relationships, then take the necessary measures to create that. And when we have this awareness, so we doesn't need to get to the point where we have disputes with our partners because of our own neediness or because of our own needs being unmet. Because now we can address them, we can negotiate them in that relationship. Only the failure to do so leads to a relationship turning sour because of all of these unspoken expectations, which eventually end up being very destructive. In all honesty, what we all look for in a partner is somebody who is going to be supportive of our needs, and we willingly are willing to be supportive of their needs. Because only this way we can build and grow together in a new shape and form called we. And by we, it's not that somebody else comes in and completes us and fulfills their life. We is something that is created. That's why one of the worst advices I've ever heard about relationships is that they're based on compromises. Most people I get this advice from, you need to compromise in relationships, are the exact same people that feel compromised in a relationship. So the goal here is not to feel compromised, because when we feel compromised, we feel like there is a lack. And when there is a lack, we cannot build or grow anything. The purpose and point here is to create awareness and understanding of what our needs are and what our partner's needs are. And this way, we can negotiate. Partnerships and relationships are about negotiations. What are my needs and what are your needs? And are we able to attend to them? And if we're not, then we're probably not the right partners for each other. And oftentimes, the whole idea about partnerships and relationships get entangled with the whole idea about sex and love, and it has nothing to do with that. Let's say in a business partnership, you might not be intimately involved with that person, and you might not be in love with them either. But you may have a wonderful partnership because you both meet each other's needs and you're building and growing something together. Where the illusionment comes in intimate relationships is because everything starts to get intertwined. For example, you can really love somebody and you can be so sexually attracted to them, but they can also be not the right partner for you according to your own natal chart and your own personal needs. So, when we speak about relationships and partnerships, we cannot generalize and go in such vague terms because of what our individual needs are and what we expect to give and receive in a relationship might be something completely different from what somebody else expects and is able to give in a relationship. And when we have that clarity and awareness, as I said before, we don't have to feel compromised. Rather, we can negotiate and feel complete or fulfilled in that relationship. So, to remove all of these repetitive patterns that we are used to experience in relationships and also that were passed down onto us from generations or from our parents, and gain more clarity on what your needs are and expect to receive and give in a relationship, we are going to speak more about the topic in my workshops this month. The next event is coming up on the 25th of October, and I'm also considering doing a virtual therapy through Asaman Astrology. And for those who are interested, I'll please ask you to comment below or reach out to me and send me an email. This way I know when there is interest where we can have this group. I'll call it Pearl of the Stars The Cure Therapy. Everybody can come in and learn more about their own individual birth chart and become their only source of awareness and healing through receiving clarity and understanding about who you are and what you're here to experience in life. Also, I can make this group available, and also in my workshops, couples are welcomed as this really helps to explore both partners' synastry or information, and they can both learn about each other because the whole purpose of a partnership and relationship is that mutual investment, because it's very easy for us to project our own needs and expectations of what the other person may want or may need, when in reality, what works for them might be completely different than what you expect. So, this is going to be extremely helpful. And again, as I said, usually relationships and partnerships are about mutual investment, but also to clear up any illusions and to understand what our partner is able to and invests in our relationship. We need to be willing to objectively see them for who they are rather than place our own projections onto them. Because only through clarity and not compromise we can create beautiful and harmonious relationships. But first, the road to that clarity, it needs to start with ourselves and understand what our needs are, who we are, and what we have to offer in a relationship and what we expect to receive as well. Only then we can be realistic about the person that's across from us and if they are the right person for us, and if we are able to and they're able to meet our needs and us their needs. But again, we're going to dive more in depth on this topic in the workshops this month. And for those who want an individual consultation or to work with me personally, please reach out to me. Again, since not everybody may be able to attend the workshops or may live in different areas, I'm considering to do an online therapy course through Asaman Astrology. So if you're interested, please reach out to me, and based on your interest, we can build our awareness no matter at what part of the world you're at, because the truth always lives within. Thank you for watching and joining me today, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.